It's Rico. Welcome to MMA Prophecy. This one we got UFC Fight Night, Font versus Vera. Let's check out this fight card. First fight of the night, kicking off the prelims. We're in the men's flyweight division. We've got Tatsuya Tyra versus Carlos Candelario. Let's take a look at Tatsuya Tyra. 10 wins, undefeated fighter, 3 knockouts, 5 submissions. So he likes to finish. This is his UFC debut. He's an orthodox fighter. He's got like a patient style. Real accurate strikes, good counters. He's got some power. Solid BJJ, to be honest. He's a good grappler. He can take a hit. And yeah, man, he's pretty impressive. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing him fight in this one. He's a good, well-rounded MMA fighter. Looking at his opponent, Carlos Candelario. He's a southpaw. He's had 9 fights. Won 8 of them, only lost 1. 2 knockouts, 3 submissions, so he can get the finish as well. He lost his Dana White Contender Series fight, but he put up a good fight. This is his UFC debut as well. He's almost got like a Diaz style he has. The way he stands there and strikes, but yeah. Solid grappler. Really good BJJ. Good. I won't say really good, to be fair. I'll say good. He gets hit because he drops his hands. It's annoying. He's a bit stationary at times. He does like movement. But yo, he's tough. He's a dog, man. He's willing to scrap on the feet. This one's a good start. Good fight to kick off the card, man. Tyra's like I said, he's a bit of a slow start. Not really slow, he's just patient with his strikes. He don't waste nothing, really. And he's accurate. And if he goes to the ground, like, he'll get fit the submission, he'll look for it. Candelario, like, he'll go for the BJJ. Like, if it goes to the ground, but I think he's more just down to bang on the feet, slug it out. He's not got like raw power, but he'll piece you up, Holloway Diaz style. Good fight to kick it off, but pretty confident with this one. I'm going to go with Tatsuya Tyra to get a win. Possibly by submission. Next fight, staying in the flyweight division but moving over to the women's fight division. We've got Gina Mazani versus Shana Young. Let's take a look at Gina Mazani. She's 33 years old. 7 wins, 5 losses. It's not the best record, let's be real. But yo, she's fought some tough people, man. Macy Kierson, Rachel Ostovich, Kuchera, like, yeah, she's fought some decent opposition. She's an okay striker. She's a southpaw, okay grappler. Lacks head movement. She stays in that center line, man. Don't like it, but she's tough. She's got some good counters, and in this one, she's got the reach advantage. But let's take a look at her opponent, Shana Young. Shana's 31 years old, 8 wins, 5 losses. She's lost her 2 UFC fights that she's had. She's an orthodox fighter. She's got a nice left high kick, you know. She does drop her hands though. I don't know what's up with this dropping hand stuff lately. Not the best striking defense, but she's alright on the feet, man. She's tough, okay grappling, okay striking. She's not the best off her back if she gets taken down. And I question her cardio a little, but it's not that bad. Yeah. This fight, 2 fighters that, like, they're alright everywhere. Mazani, sorry, he's probably got the advantage in the striking and the grappling. And yeah, neither of them move their head, so they're gonna get hit, both of them. In this one, I got Gina Mazani to get a win. Risky fight to bet on, to be honest. Risky one to even pick, but yeah, I'm feeling Gina Mazani. I think she'll get the job done. Next up, we're in the men's lightweight division. We've got Natan Levy versus Mike Breeden. Let's look at Natan Levy, 30 years old. Another southpaw. 6 wins, only 1 loss. No knockouts, never been knocked out, but he has got 3 submissions. He's coming off Dana White's Contender Series. He's got a win on there, but he lost his UFC debut. He's a solid grappler. Really good trips. That takedowns, really good BJJ. Can get wild in the stand-up a bit. He throws heavy though. But he drops his hands when he's striking because he throws so wild sometimes. Like, his hands are low, but dangerous on the feet. Really dangerous on the ground. Good foul. Looking at his opponent, Mike Breeden. 33 years old. 10 wins, 4 losses. 10 of them wins, he's knocked 8 people out. Dude's got heavy hands. This is his second UFC fight. He's an orthodox. These first 3 fights, we got Southpaw versus orthodox. UFC are clever, man. I like that. Breeden's got some good boxing. He lacks the ground game. Throws good counters. He needs to mix it up a bit though on the feet. Does like to just punch a bit. But yeah, he's got some good combos with his hands. Good fighter. But yeah, not the greatest. This one, another fight that's pretty good to be fair. I wouldn't say it's risky, but I'm not like hella confident with my pick. But it's going to be an interesting fight. I see him just getting the edge over Breeden and Natan Levy to get a win in this one. Moving up to the men's welterweight division, we got Gabe Green versus Johann Lyness. Let's take a look at Gabe Green, 28 years old, 10 wins, 3 losses, 3 knockouts, 6 submissions. But don't let them knockouts deceive you. Like, he's got some good power in his hands, but he doesn't really set up his strikes that well. But them 6 submissions as well. He's good at grappling. Like, he shoots for the takedown, he wants to fight on the ground, but he just tends to ground and pound a bit. Doesn't like search for the submission. Yeah, like, he's got a good BJJ. I question his wrestling a bit. He throws a bit wild and exposes his chin, but dude's got heavy hands. I question his cardio a little as well. I think he fades. So yeah, Gabe's meh, but I'm interested to see what he brings to this one. Checking out his opponent, Johann Lyness, 29 years old. 8 fights, 8 wins, 6 knockouts. Dude's undefeated. Coming off Dana White's Contender Series, he got a knockout in that one. Big knockout as well, man. Nice one too. And then a follow-up with a left, I think it was. Left hook. He's got the height and reach advantage in this one. He's got really good kicks, man. He throws a lot of them. His striking looks okay from what I see. He's got some power. But he's a good grappler, man. And he's got some good BJJ defense. He does get wild when he's striking. So his chin's exposed because he holds it up. And he gets a bit wild, but I'm impressed with what I see. There are some holes in his game, but yo, I'm impressed, man. Fighting out of Canada. He's repping. There's not many Canadian fighters in the UFC right now that I can think of. There's some, but there ain't like loads. I think we just see Charles Jourdain fight. He's one. But yeah, man. Interesting fight, this one. Green is good. Like I said, he can grapple. He's just a solid grappler, to be fair. And he's got heavy punches, but he gets wild. And yeah, a bit slow. Johann's a bit similar but opposite at the same time. He's crazy, wild on the feet. Also throws heavy shots though and leaves himself open. But he's a bit more dangerous on the ground. He's looking for the finish. Because of that, looking forward to this fight. I'm going to pick Johann Lyness to get a win. Next up, we're in the men's heavyweight division. With a fight that was moved from last week's card. We've got Alexander Romanov versus Chase Sherman. Let's take a look at Alexander Romanov. 31 years old. 15 fights, 15 wins, 6 knockouts, 8 submissions. Dude's undefeated. He is a beast. He's won all these 4 UFC fights so far. So he's looking good. He hits hard, man. Southpaw fighter, fast hands. He likes to grapple. He's got nasty ground and pound if he gets you down there. But he's also got good BJJ, man. Dude's strong in the grappling and clinch. He puts the pressure on his opponent. Really good fighter to watch. Interesting to see how he gets on in this division. Let's take a look at his opponent, Chase Sherman. Chase is 32 now. Orthodox fighter. 15 wins, 9 losses. 14 knockouts. That's crazy. Good record there. 15 wins to flipping 14 knockouts. But he has lost a few of them 9 losses, man. Not looking good there. He's lost 3 UFC fights. He's only had 4 in total at the UFC. So he won his debut, but been on a bit of a skid since. He hits hard. Like, he has got some decent power, to be fair. He's got a slight height advantage in this. He's got some good boxing. But he lacks the ground game a bit, I think. He's got some good low kicks, though. He's tough. Good combos with his hands. And some good counters, but... yeah. This one, Alexander Romanov, is a beast on the ground and a beast with the wrestling. Not good for Chase. Now, he could knock Romanov out. It's never been done, but Chase Sherman's got some power in his hands. But yeah, I can see the wrestling being a big factor in this fight. Because of that, I'm taking Alexander Romanov to get a win. Next, we got the feature prelim bout in the men's flyweight division. We've got Daniel Lacerda versus Francisco Figuelido. Let's take a look at Daniel Lacerda. 25 years old, man. This guy's a really good prospect. And he's already got 11 wins and only 2 losses. So he's got that experience, sir. 5 of them by knockout, 6 by submission. He lost his UFC debut. It's unfortunate. It was a TKO in 46 seconds into the second round. But saying that, dude's dangerous on the feet. He's got spinning kicks that come out of nowhere. Switch kicks that come out of nowhere. Good combos, man. Fast striker. Really good counters. He's a volume striker, so he's not that powerful, but he's relentless. But he's not too reckless with it. He does get wild. And because of that, question his cardio, because of all these spinning kicks and his potential to get wild. But yeah, he's got some nasty ground and pound. And I like his octagon control. Saying all that, let's take a look at his opponent, Francisco Figueiredo. Francisco's 32. 12 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. 3 knockouts, 7 submissions. This is his second UFC fight. He won his debut but lost his last fight. Both of them went to decision. He's an okay striker. I'd say that. I wouldn't say he's great. He's a good grappler though. He's dangerous there. He's got some BJJ. He's tough like his brother. But I question his cardio a little bit. Nah, he fades later in the fight. Doesn't give up though, but he fades. He's got some good combos, but he gets hit. Like, he's alright. We all expected him to be on the same level with his brother, if not a bit better, being the older brother. But yeah, he's disappointed me a bit since being in the UFC. This fight, pretty confident with a pick. I think Daniel Lacerda, he's better on the feet. And yeah, they're probably a bit equal to BJJ on the ground, but I do think Lacerda. No, do you know what? I'm going to take that back. Figueiredo has got a better BJJ on the ground. But yeah, man, I don't see Lacerda having any issues. Hopefully, I reckon it'll get up. I can't see it going to the ground. You will. Yeah, man. Gonna be a wild fight. Interesting to see this one. I think Daniel's either going to dominate it or, you know, he could get caught in a guillotine or something. So we'll see how this plays out. But my pick is going to be Daniel Lacerda. Pretty confident with it. Let's go. Now we're on to the main card. Kicking it off in the men's middleweight division. We've got Joshko versus Gerald Meerschaert. Let's take a look at Joshko. 32 years old. Southpaw fighter. 23 wins, 5 losses. 6 knockouts, 1 sub. Dude's a beast. He's won his last 4 out of 5. Lot of fight experience. Heavy hands. Good striking, but he drops his hands when he throws like more than 2 strikes, which is annoying. But yo, he's a solid grappler. He will explode if he smells blood, man, and he mixes up his strikes if he does. He leans back with his chin up, which is dangerous, but I don't think he's got to worry about that too much in this fight. No disrespect to Gerald. And speaking of Gerald, let's take a look at Joshko's opponent, Gerald Meerschaert. 34 years old. Dude's had 38 fights. Been about 26 submissions. 6 knockouts. But yo, he's really dangerous on the ground. Solid grappler, but not the best striker. He holds his chin up and leans back, and he's not got the strongest chin. Yeah, pretty straightforward with Gerald, to be fair. Absolute beast on the ground. You don't want to roll with him because he's most likely going to submit you. On the feet, you've most likely got the advantage against him. Someone with Joshko's striking ability, I think that's a bit too much for Gerald in this one. So with that, that's going to be my pick. Krzysztof Joshko, possibly win by TKO or KO. Yeah. Next fight's in the men's featherweight division. We got Darren Elkins versus Tristan Connolly. Let's take a look at Darren Elkins. The damage. 37 years old. 27 wins, 10 losses, 10 knockouts, 5 submissions. Man, he's a beast. In a sense that, like, just because of that one fight, we all know which fight that is if you know Elkins. But yeah, Elkins is a good striker. No, he's an okay striker, sorry. He's a good grappler. Striking is not the best. But yeah, man, he's got some solid wrestling. He's tough as hell. He's got a good right hand and some good conditioning. In this, he's got the reach advantage as well. But he lacks head movement. Big time. And yeah, he gets cut a bit easy. Being 37 now and having 37 fights, scar tissue is a bit faded. But let's take a look at his opponent, Tristan Connolly. 36 years old now. 14 wins, 7 losses, 4 knockouts, 9 submissions. 2 UFC fights. He won his debut, but he lost his second fight. He's got, like, I'm going to say okay kickboxing because he's got like decent boxing, but he mixes it up with the kicks nice, man. He's got some good BJJ. Like, dangerous BJJ, to be fair. But his wrestling, like, what? He seems to accept the takedowns too easy. I don't get it. Like, if someone shoots for the takedown, he just rolls back with them. Leans back, accepts it into guard. And, yeah, he wants a submission, but, mate, don't accept it like that. Sprawl and go for the guillotine. Or, like, goes, like, swing around to take the back or anything. Like, he just accepts the takedowns. But yo, he ups the pace as the fight goes on. He's tough. And yeah, this it's an interesting one, man. 2 old dogs in the yard. It's gonna be a good fight, but I think Tristan Connolly's probably gonna get the win. He's got the better striking, and if it goes to the ground, he's got the BJJ. He's not got the better wrestling, but he's got the better BJJ and striking. Because of that, we're going with Tristan Connolly to get their win. Next up, we're in the men's lightweight division. We've got Jared Gordon versus Grant Dawson. Let's take a look at Jared Gordon. 33 years old, 18 wins, 4 losses, 6 knockouts, 2 submissions. He's lost 3 fights, but he's won 4 out of his last 5, man. So he's on a decent little runner. He's a good grappler. Alright striker. Likes the ground and pound, man. Mixes it up on the feet when he is standing, but he needs to set up his strikes better. But yo, he's a beast on the ground. I question his chin a little bit though. I will say that. But yeah, man, more of a ground fighter, but willing to strike. Now his opponent, Grant Dawson, 28 years old, 17 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 4 knockouts, 11 submissions. And damn. Dawson's got a reach advantage in this one. And he's on an 8-fight win streak, but his last fight was a draw, so he's technically 9 fights undefeated. He's a decent striker, man. But he drops his hands because he just gets a bit into it too much. And he leans to the left and right repeatedly. Like, I picked up on it straight away. And if a fighter picks up on that when they're in the middle of that fight, yo, all it takes is 1 kick. So y'all be careful with that boy. But yeah, man, I'm impressed with him. He's a good striker. Good grappler. Puts the pressure on. Beast ground and pound. And he's got the BJJ as well, man. Good all-round fighter. This is a really good fight. I think Dawson's the better striker. And even though they're both grapplers, Dawson probably edges it on the grappling. I think he's a bit stronger. He's a stronger wrestler. But yeah, man. I like his fights. It's a good fight. Good matchup. But I'm going to take Dawson to get that win. Next, we're in the men's featherweight division. We've got Andrei Fili versus Johann Sombrido. Let's take a look at Andrei Fili. 31 years old. 21 wins, 8 losses. 9 knockouts, 3 submissions. Last 5 fights, he's 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. So he really could do with a win in this one. He's got a height and slight reach advantage in this. Really dangerous striker, Fili, man. And he's also a decent grappler. Fast hands, really good counters. Holds his hands a bit low, but I think it's a tactic to draw his opponents in, like, so he can snap them quick counters and you don't quite see them. Mixes up the strikes, throws his knees, all sorts. Yeah, man, he's got a bit of power behind these strikes. That pop. I like Andrei. He's had some tough fights, man, but he's a really good fighter. Let's take a look at his opponent, Andrei. Johann Sombrido. Brido's 27 years old now. 12 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 5 knockouts, 5 submissions. He lost his last fight, which was his UFC debut, but he won his Dana White Contender Series fight. So yeah. Brido's aggressive, man. He's a really strong grappler. Heavy ground and pound. He throws heavy strikes in general, to be fair. But he drops his hands because he is a madman. He's wild. He mixes up the strikes. He throws looping hooks, like, he won't set it up with a jab or anything. He'll just throw a looping hook and maybe throw another one behind it. And yeah, man, because of his wild style and the way he's so aggressive, I do question his cardio. Like, no matter who you are, that takes its toll. But he's a really entertaining fighter to watch, and he's a dangerous fighter. They ain't giving Fili no easy matchups, you know. He's had a hard run in the UFC so far. But I'm confident in this one. I think Andrei Fili is the fastest. He's the fastest striker, and he's the better counter fighter. I think he's gonna counter Brito quite a bit. I think he'll be alright if Brito shoots him for the takedown. He'll be able to snuff it. But even if Brito does get it, Fili will scramble. He ain't gonna lay there and just take it. And yeah, man, I just see Brito's gas tank letting him down in this one. Because of that, I'm taking Andrei Fili to get a win. Possibly the knockout through ground and pound. Next up, we've got a co-main event in the men's heavyweight division. We've got Andrei Arlovski versus Collier. Let's take a look at the legend that is Andrei Arlovski. Veteran in the game. 43 years old now. 33 wins, 20 losses, 17 knockouts, 3 submissions. Arlovski's won his last 3 fights. 2 unanimous decisions, 1 split decision. He's on a comeback. Arlovski, he's got some nasty hands, man. Big KO power. Really good counters as well, man. He's a good counter fighter, counter puncher. He mixes up the strikes as well. He's tough as hell. But he hasn't got the best chin anymore. Yeah, man, we know what Arlovski brings to the table. Not much needs to be said. The pitbull himself. Now his opponent, Collier, 33 years old. 13 wins, 6 losses, 5 knockouts, 4 submissions. Collier used to fight at middleweight. Just take that in, man, a minute. He's fighting at heavyweight right now. But yeah, he's got some power, some good power to be fair, considering he used to fight such a lower division. Really good striking, mixes it up well, like he'll throw a head kick out of nowhere. Yeah, man, mixes up striking. He's got some BJJ, don't really use it, but he has got a bit. Yeah, question his cardio, like going up so much. It's mad. Like, this guy used to be in shape and have mad physique. He's got a solid chin though, but yo, the way he went down in that Tom Aspinall fight, it was weird. But yo, I ain't the one fighting. I didn't get punched in the face, so I can't really say anything. Anyway, this fight, it's weird. Collier's got so much youth compared to Arlovski. He's probably got the faster hands, but I don't know. Like, I was feeling Jake Collier when I first see this matchup. I thought, yeah, I'm liking Jake here. But just looking into it, going a bit more in depth, and yeah, I think Arlovski might get a win. I could see him getting some surprise knockout or something. That's pushing it, but yeah, I think Arlovski's gonna keep his roll up, go four run win streak on a unanimous decision win. That's gonna be my pick. Andrei Arlovski to get the dub. Now we're on to the main event. The fact this card was built around big matchup. We got Rob Font versus Marlon Vera. Let's check out Rob Font, 34 years old, 19 wins, 5 losses, 8 knockouts, 4 submissions. He lost his last fight to Jose Aldo, but yo, that was a big fight. But before that, he'd beat big names, Garbrandt, Pettis, Moraes. Yo, dude was on a run. Rob Font is a savage. Really good slick striking, good boxing, good head movement. Finally, like, really good head movement. I like it. He's got knockout power. He's got nice combos. Mixes up the strikes. Throws knees, elbows. Like, I like it. He's got good volume. Conditioning seems alright. And yo, grappling's good. BJJ's there as well. Rob Font's impressive, man. But yo, let's look at his opponent. Marlon Vera. 29 years old. 18 wins, 7 losses, 1 draw. 7 knockouts, 8 submissions. He's won his last 2. Yo, Vera's knockout Frankie Edgar. Let's just take a second to just remember that. Oof. Oof. Nasty. Anyway, Vera's got some good boxing. Dangerous ground game. The ground and pound is vicious, and the BJJ is there if he needs it. He also mixes up his strikes well. He makes the fight gritty if he needs to. You know, when they go in the clinch, bit of dirty boxing, or go on the ground, rub his forearm in your face and stuff. Like, he can make a fight gritty. That's what I love about Marlon. Puts the pressure on when needed, counter if he has to. And he hits hard. Yo, this main event. What a main event we have here. Like, there's some really good matchups on this card. But this main event, this could have been a main one, like a UFC 2, 7, 4 or 5, whatever we're on now. Like, it's a big fight. Picking it's horrible because these guys are dogs, man. They're so dangerous on the ground, and Font is so dangerous on the feet. But Vera's no slouch on the feet, and Font's no slouch on the ground. So, damn, son. It's hard, but I'm looking forward to it, and I'm going to pick Rob Font to get a win. I think he's just going to edge it out a bit more. But this fight's going to the decision. Unless Vera's caught up or something could get hurt, you know, he could get finished, but don't see it happening. 5-round fight, big war. Rob Font to get a win. It's that time. Where I thank y'all for watching the video. Big yourself up, man. Really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. Also, let me know you guys want to see more and you like these prediction videos. If you haven't, and if you like what you see and want to see more, subscribe, man. Jump on, you'll see the videos when they come on next. And don't be shy. Jump in the comments. Drop your pics if you agree or disagree. Yo, it's all love.